I said about a month ago I thought City were favourites when you guys were, I think you were 6 points clear then, just because they could just suddenly, like last 8 games of the season, 10 games of the season, I could see City winning every game. And the Champions League football for me is going to be like, what does Arteta do in this situation? You're in the quarterfinal or semi-final of the Champions League. You're a couple of points ahead in the league. It's almost like you've got to prioritize. I know it sounds bad saying that Liverpool in the league with a crazy points total and did nothing in any cup, nothing in the Champions League, nothing in the FA Cup, nothing in the League Cup. I'm not saying you throw it. I'm saying you put out a strong team every single game in the Premier League. You've got to, like, for me, that's your bread and butter. Like, I know you've not won the Champions League, but I think you've got to go every single match in the Premier League, top team possible, and go for it.
I agree.
I hear 100% what you're saying. The thing with that though is this is what we did the first season in the title race.
Yeah, it's bad though, isn't it? If it doesn't work,
all the cups, bro, we just threw them away early rounds to prioritize the league. We capitulated. The second season, we did the exact same thing. Threw all the cups away, prioritize the league, didn't win it. The last season, it was more like obviously we fell off completely, and it was more like Champions League was like the priority. And we got obviously that happened in the semi-finals. So I think for me, Rich, it could come down to this. Is why I say that the Carabao Cup for me is massive for Arsenal this season in terms of that especially because we're playing Man City as well.
Yeah, it could be psychological, couldn't it?
Yeah,
it's entirely psychological. It's entirely psychological. Let's be honest here, folks. Like every single time, and again, I do apologize. Didn't mean to, insert myself this way.
No, you're good, man. Big up.
Like every single time that every single time that this team and this manager has been presented a marker, an opportunity to lay down a marker, rather, every time we have spurned that opportunity. We should be at minimum 12 to 15 points clear of City right now, and we have bottled every opportunity, every chance to widen the gap. Mm-hmm. And when City did their job yesterday, right? They did their job and they said, "Okay, your turn, Arsenal." We were absolutely shambolic, and I was even doing my toxic positivity, Top Gunner Arteta sexual representation today. I thought we were going to go there, do a 3-1. Right. And here I am getting proven time and again that I need to stop giving this team the benefit of the doubt, because every single time the chips are on the table, every single time the opportunity comes to put their nuts on the table, they show that they are eunuchs. They show that they are spineless cowards. They show that every single time they don't have the stones to get over the line. And it's why I still firmly say that we are going to go trophyless again this season. It is entirely psychological, and it all stems back down to this manager, because I'm sure that the rivals won't really remember. It is Arteta's DNA to bottle trophies at this club. He was part of two opportunities back in 2013, 2014, and 2015, 2016 when he was playing for Arsenal, and he was composite of those teams that had bottled it in February, and now he's doing it again as a manager. He I even said it like last month. Sack this manager while we are still in a decent position before it goes pear-shaped, because it is going pear-shaped. People don't realize that this, that the crumble is happening a lot more slowly than it is, but it is being elongated over time. And I swear down, and I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to end it on here. We are they are. I can already tell that come say next month, we are going to start saying bigger fish to fry. I would not be surprised if we throw away the FA Cup, because again, our team is also getting depleted. We are facing injuries simply because this manager is running players into the ground. And I swear, if Rice goes down, just lock it off. Lock it off.
Nah, bro, 100% agree. Rory, bro, big up yourself, man. Is he froze?
Yeah,
I think is he froze? All right, Jordan, we're...
Oh my God.
I'm back, bro.
Yeah, you're good, man. You're good. What are you saying about that, Rory, man? Because I was just saying the guys earlier, right?
Jesus.
Nah, he's the aliens have got him, man, with the Wi-Fi again.
The Arteta cycle's got to him, man. You know, yo, rectal cavity enthusiasts, man, stop fucking around with the AV today night. All right, like, you know, just
all right, Jay, we'll come. Unless you, nah.
Hey, big up, Mel. Do you know what I was going to say? I was going to agree with the person top right. I don't know your name, but I was going to agree and say that I remember I worked with an Arsenal fan, like I know a few Arsenal fans, and it seemed to be almost like maybe like February, March. There was a time where you played like, say, knockout stage in the Champions League, and you'd mess that up. And I'd just be talking to this guy and saying, you can see it. It's like predictable as anything. Like 10 years ago, you mess up it's like a knock-on effect, like a confidence thing where you get knocked out of one competition and it kind of just spirals. And then you drop a couple of points in the league. And I just used to say to him, like, you don't win anything in January, and you're always in the mix in January. But this season, I just felt like I don't want to be too negative with Josh. So it's a good guy, but it just feels a bit like City did everything they could to like throw away the league in like September, October, November. I've never known a City team look this bad. And like last season, Liverpool took advantage and opened up a huge gap. I was fully expecting like this time of the season to see Arsenal like out of sight, like completely out of sight, because the City team we played you guys recently. It was such a hard-fought win to beat you guys.
Yeah.
And when we played City,
and well done to you as well. Well done to you and Carrick in the squad there.
We got a good manager finally, or someone that looks like it's good. But we played City. I've never known anything like it. Like we won 2-0. It could have been 6, and 6 would have reflected the score. City was so poor, and I was watching that game thinking, like Arsenal should be like way ahead. But I'll just leave it on that. I'm just surprised that there's still a title race. And again, is it? Can I just say one thing?
Of course.
When we're playing West Ham, say, like a few months ago, and we're playing other teams a few months ago, we had Amarin making very defensive substitutions. You know, like we're struggling in the game, he replaces the defender. We're winning 1-0, he takes off an attacker, goes defensive, and fans are getting so frustrated with that. And what we're seeing now with Carrick is, we're drawing the game, we take a defender off, we put attacker on. Okay, we don't beat West Ham, but at least we're taking a defender off and putting an attacker on. And I just think a lot of games, do Arsenal, like, I don't know enough about what you've done this season, so I don't watch every game, but do you think you're a bit risk averse? Like, is there too many draws that should be wins? Like, because we had a manager that was too defensive, and Carrick goes for it. My team now, if we don't win, at least I know we're going to try to win. And if we're drawing, I don't want to use like the Man United DNA Fergie sort of thing, but Michael Carrick does at least go, right, let's at least go for it and try. And I'm not sure whether like Arsenal do that.
My G, well, first and foremost, it's a pleasure to meet you. Like on stream, right? Mikel's middle name is risk averse. Let's be frank here. I mean, again, like it has been so characteristic of this manager over the last 5-6 years, especially over the last 24 months, for that matter. As soon as we go 1-0 up, we are parking the bus.
Simply with that mentality, because that sort of mentality, when people talk about Southgate, and I don't want to say too much about him, but if you're going to be an international manager or you're going to try and win cups, then just avoiding defeat can actually work in your favour. Like we've seen a lot of competitions or tournaments where being defensive, hard to beat. I just think in the league, like you've got the best defence in the league, and you've had the best defence for a while, and you need to build on that and create more. I think you need to be more, like, go for it a bit more, because if you can score a couple of goals, like we can score goals, but we can't really defend. So we kind of have to. We watch our team thinking at 1-0, right? We need second or third to make sure we try and get a win. And I think if you could like maybe take the handbrake off a little bit like you had George Graham, then you get Arsene Wenger's early years where you've got the attacking quality, but you've got a stable base. I just feel like you've got the balance slightly wrong.
All I will say, and I do have to leave on this note because unfortunately tonight I'm getting litty titty fucking committee. All right, I'm going to be getting drunk as a skunk tonight. I swear down. This club always finds a way to mash things up. Look, Arteta is risk averse simply because it all goes back down to the Arteta sexualized statistics that is rectal cavity enthusiasts love to peddle. You know, like, oh, we have the best defensive record. Oh, you know, like we have all these cockamamie statistics that ultimately attribute to nothing because we have no silverware to associate it to. So at the end of the day, this manager would rather play for a draw than play for a win, simply because it adheres to being more defense oriented. And simultaneously as well, we have seen forwards and overall the entire attack, like, you know, like, I think we can fairly say that Aubameyang was a far better and more well-rounded striker than Gyökeres. And even Aubameyang failed under this manager. This manager cannot get the best out of the attack simply because, like, he also plays with a false nine. So ultimately, we are pushing a lot of our attack like from the wings, but when our wingers ain't doing the job, then the false nine is pretty much moot. It's why we pass the ball around the final third, like Tim Lewis used styled a hair-shaped football. So, you know, like, at the end of the day, like, he has already proven that he does not have the humility, Arteta, like, to accept that he has gotten things wrong. He does not have the recognition to realize that what he is currently doing is wrong and is not going to bear any fruit at the end of the day, and is ultimately going to be at our demise. So look, I gotta start ranting. Big up to you all. Swear down, I have no idea why there are so many rivals, you know, like, here during an Arsenal loss, but it is so quintessential. Let me tell you, you know, big up to you all, and I swear down, you know, like, if and when we do end up trophyless this season, there won't be any crevice or shadow or barren moon that these Arteta sexuals and top gooners and all these bullshit peddlers for the last 6 years, they will have no place to hide.
Thanks.
Swear down. Big up to you, Josh, as always, my G. Always a pleasure. And big up to you, everyone else on the panel and the chat. Swear it down. I gotta get drunk. I'm gonna do some espresso martini action tonight. You already know. All right, big up to you all.
Man. Have a good one, Doctor, bro. Thank you as always, man.
You're always a pleasure.
Take
Josh.
care, man. Take care, bro. Rory, you back, man? You good? Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Can you now?
Yeah, that's better, man. That's
Jesus, everything's pissing me off today.
Yeah, that's better, man. Rory, I was saying earlier. I said, am I overreacting? Because I'm saying it's 2 points dropped. So I'm seeing people, our fans on Twitter, saying, "Oh, we'll take the point," and Brentford played well and all this.
I mean, I tweeted this out after the game, right? And this is the exact script that, you know, we've seen over the years with Arsenal, and we're about to see it again this season. Relax, we're 6 clear. Relax, we're four clear. Relax, we're top. Relax, we can still catch City. Relax, we can still win it this season. Actually, do you see where this is going?
Yep.
Now, at this rate, I cannot be asked to rant because I call it's like total insanity right now what I'm watching. Us not playing to win. After we go 1-0 up, you got us going into our shell. 2 shots on target throughout the whole game. One of them being in the 94th minute. I mean, I'm sorry. Who looked like they were going for the title? Who was fighting for Europe? Because tonight, as far as I'm concerned, Arsenal didn't look like the team that were even playing for Europe, for crying out loud. Brentford looked like the team that were going for a league title. When 3 points were at stake, we were lucky not to bloody lose. Because, again, I don't like... I'm trying to think of... I'm trying to think of something else to say, really, that I've not already said about this team. Just too pragmatic, too conservative in these situations. We start the second half really well, and then you just lose your own momentum because of yourselves. I mean, firstly, right, the lineup I didn't have a problem with. But the substitutions, you've got Calafiori coming on, Trossard. Like at this rate, it's just like for like changes here and there. Like, why didn't Calafiori come on at half time? You bring on Eze, who again had a stinker. But why didn't he bring off Madueke? Why is he not keeping the same with certain players? I've already mentioned this before. Why has he kept Madueke? Because yes, fair enough, he got the goal. I ain't taking that away from him. But are we just gonna mask over the fact he was absolutely abysmal throughout the whole game? Because with him, it's cut, feint, cut, feint, cut, feint, cut, feint, cut, feint. How about cross the ball, bro? I'm sick and tired of watching him do that repeatedly, every single time. For 50 million, Fez, you can take on your man, and I'm not taking that away from you. You scored a good goal, but you're not good enough, mate. Right? Saka came on, should have stayed at home. Might as well have just stayed at home because he didn't get any of the ball, didn't look fit.
Roy, do you still think he's injured?
Brentford the throne in the first place. So, yeah, again, I think the only player or the only players that can come out of that game with their heads held high was probably Rice. Although, why is he not shooting in that situation? Again, we're so fixated about fucking XG, man. Right? XG have infested this league because now we're going from crackers outside the box to now tippy-tappy taking like flipping 10,000, 15 flipping touches before you eventually shoot, because at this rate, it's not just Arsenal, it's every single Premier League team playing like they're on flipping beginner difficulty. Oh yeah, we can afford to bloody pass the ball around here and there, around the box. No, just shoot.
I think XG is the worst stat. Do you remember the first game we played against you guys this season where you took the lead from that corner and then essentially you defended and we were a bit more threatening towards the end of the game. I think we had a better XG than you, basically because you'd won the game. You just saw the game out.
Yeah.
And people misread that into saying that we actually were better the team. I think XG is out of context. So you have to watch a football match to know what's happened. Like XG for me is people like use XG as an excuse. Like Amarin had a good XG, but let's be honest, most of the games we're losing and we're taking shots that aren't really threatening. That we beat you guys because we took a shot from like distance quickly, twice actually.
Yeah.
And under Ruben Amorim, we'd probably be looking and thinking, don't shoot from there, guys. Like take another 10 passes. It's I know your frustration because I've seen it before, and it's just I just think it's like stupid, isn't it? Take some shots. Like how do you get 2 shots on target in the whole game? I mean, you got to work the keeper a bit.
It's not what I grew up with, that's for sure. Because I grew up like crackers from outside the box. I'm not saying do it like every game, and I'm not saying I want Arsenal to win every single game because I get it. We're gonna draw games. We're going to win games of football, right? We're gonna lose, right? I can accept that, but there's certain games where the pressure is on. In every single game this season, away from home, as far as I'm aware, in the Premier League, when the chips are down, we've not delivered at any stage. But we don't have a right to ask questions. What is going on? Right? Why are so many attacking players in this team so inconsistent? You got Martinelli, who've been crying out for being converted as a striker. Like, how many chances is that he's missed now?
Yeah.
If that's the Champions League, like, do we seriously need to play the Champions League anthem in every bloody Premier League game? Because like these sort of moments outside a Premier League title, you got Trossard again. Like one time he's on it, then he'll go bloody missing for the next 3, and Saka's off form at the moment. It's a shame because he's been our best. best blooming player for years, and looks completely shot. He's had a couple of injuries this season, which have really hindered his progress. You've got Odegaard, who showed up for the first, I would say, 5 minutes of the second half. What did he do after? Nothing.
Bro, he's supposed to be the guy that's leading you, by the way. And when they scored the goal, he kicked their player and then was rolling around on the field like Neymar.
I know, like,
He's supposed to be the guy leading you. It's bonkers.
Yeah, and you know what it is, Liam? You never tend to see Odegaard come out in interviews, right, as captain whenever we either draw or lose games. It's always either Declan Rice or it's, I think against Aston Villa, it was Gyökeres, right? Never comes out in interviews after when we lose games. I think it was only Man United where he came out. And because of his, crap performances in the last 11 months, no one gives a shit now what he thinks, what he says, because he's been garbage. He did well in the opening 5 minutes, but why did he come back on the pitch? I don't get it. Like, you can tell he was clearly injured. Why did he come? Oh yeah, because we had no one else to sub on. Which I feel bad for, because I know he's a quality player. It's just like he's Arsenal team play. We don't play Sunday. It's BS football every single week. So he touch the ball, or he gives sort of decking back, sprinting every millimetre. He's not that sort of player. He's there to create, but we don't play to his strengths either. Hence, I think if he plays on the left out of him, but still suffers from PTSD after that after that Aston Villa game, early on in the season, lost his man. I think he got hooked in that game. So it honestly won't surprise me if we don't see Eze for the rest of the season. Maybe in the FA Cup at the weekend, he'll have a cameo. But in the league, I think that's probably his last start this season. But, he brought him off. Odegaard was, already injured, it looked like, for that goal. It would be sent off, I'll say,
But that's the thing, though, isn't it? Like, when you actually look at the fixtures, City have got easy fixtures. Like, you've got to go against Tottenham and Chelsea.
And we've got to play City again.
And City again, yeah. Like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, I still think City will drop points here and there. Yeah. Like, Leeds away for them isn't easy. It's just like, I don't think Arsenal are ruthless enough to grab that title. We're doing this every week now.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating. The one time, right, where, last week, obviously, against Sunderland, 9 points, you're thinking, Man City away at Liverpool, yeah, great. They could drop points here and, this is our title. I would have, comfortably said, we've got this title in the bag if Man City drop points. But that's our response against, Brentford team. Like, again, they've had a very good season. We all knew it would have been a tough game. But, come on. Like, we're going for a league title here. Brentford have got a set-piece coach in charge. Like, I mean, come on. What are we doing here? What are we doing? And to be honest, right, if Arteta didn't have, Nicolas Jova without that set-piece coach, oh my God, he'll probably be the Spanish Gary Neville. I'm telling you now. We would be nowhere near a title this season if it wasn't for, Nicolas Jova.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what to say anymore, really.
Yeah.
I hear it, bro. I hear it.
I just don't know what to say. We've got an opportunity against Wolves, and that's the excuse after tonight. We got Wolves on Wednesday. Whoopie-doo. We needed 2 own goals to beat them at home earlier on in the season. So Yeah, and this is what I'm saying, right? You can get chances against Brentford. There was a stat that sort of off. I think Wolves are the only team have failed less than what? Oh, it's something to do with the fact Wolves are the only team in the Premier League and Arsenal after tonight are the only ones that have failed to register more than 3 shots on target, something like that, away at Brentford. So teams, we just don't do it. We always rely on set piece, which I don't have a problem. Reliability. I feel like we're over reliant on crosses. We're over reliant on long throw-ins, free kicks, corners, etc. I'm pluck out many players that actually played well. To be honest, like Declan Rice, maybe Happy thought it all right, Mosquera, but from that, like Timber looks dead on his heels at the moment. I mean, everyone can see that Ben White should have come on because he was.
Oh, the alien's got his Wi-Fi again. The Wi-Fi's gone again. Hello. Wi-Fi again.
Barely run. Zubamendi, I barely noticed.
Yeah.
Gyökeres had a couple of moments here and there, but again, nothing. Actually kept him on for the full 90 minutes this time, which shocked me. I thought it would have brought on Gabriel Jesus. I think Arteta got right tonight was not take off his striker, or else I would have been fuming. But I don't know. I think Raya was sloppy at times. To be honest with you, Gabriel was probably looking not to get sent off as well.
Yeah.
Although Gabriel had some decent moments.
Damn, the aliens got him again. This is mad. This is worse than a performance today, mate. Oh my god. Jordan, I ain't come to you just quickly, man. What do you make of it overall? Arsenal 1-1.
Yeah, man. Look, yeah, man. The three of us was watching the game today, man. But look, man, yeah. Collier, man, that guy, man, just look. No chance for him to save that header, man. But yeah, the guy get chances in the first half to test him and dog, but he didn't get tested. But Madueke, man, out of nowhere with a header. Fantastic, man, indeed. And what is Odegaard doing on the ground, bro? As Liam says, man, Neymar Jr., right? He's like a Neymar Jr., right? The Brazilian, rolling on the ground like a baby. So yeah, man, yeah, you gotta go face Wolves. That's gonna be interesting. Though the guys have to beat Wolves. You have the Scum, Spurs, and well, could we see as a hat trick? Hopefully, maybe not. Let's hope that he scores
in 2 games of the season.
indeed. So yeah, man. So yeah, man. So yeah, it's time for you guys to really. It looks to me like City is enjoying themselves as well. Pep Guardiola, man. Indeed. So yeah, man. But the guys should have won this game. It was a must-win game for you guys. But yeah, for me, David Raya put it a decent show on his return back home to G-Tech, him and Norgard. But it's Madueke show, man. So yeah, he scored, but he didn't help a guy win that 1-0 as they predicted, Josh. 1-0 to Arsenal, but it was close. But yeah, indeed. But great job, man, by keeping Igor Thiago silent. Well, he's another one as well. We got them in May. But yeah, man. So yeah, you have City twice in the Carabao Cup and in the Prem in April. That's gonna be a tough one. That is where the title race beginning because I just see Ryan City Go says he's happy for it, man. He's a City fan. Big up Ryan City Go indeed. So the battle race begin, man. P teacher against student in the Carabao Cup and in the Premier League. So yeah, so let's see who will be champions, bro.
Yeah.
In May, man. So yeah.
Listen, lads, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'll have to get going, but thank you all so much, the chat and of course the panel as well. We go for everyone, man. Rich, starting with you, my friend. You want to shout out where they can find you? Got anything coming up as well?
Yeah, probably things coming up most days, but I guess that Arsenal fans watching probably don't want to tune into Red Devil United, but that's our Manchester United channel. I was going to ask you one question, actually. Could be a quick answer.
Yeah.
Gyökeres, Sesko, we had loads of debates over the summer because both teams looking at both players. How are you feeling? Because I was going to say this really quickly. I know Red RD was saying earlier about players and etc. and the manager, but we've replaced our manager, and Benjamin Sesko has scored 5 goals in about 6 games since we actually got a sensible manager. So he got almost nothing under Ruben Amorim, but he scored a wonder goal recently, but he scored 5 goals in about 6 games. I just wondered, like, is Gyökeres struggling or is it on the manager? But anyway, for anyone watching Red Devil United, Manchester United stuff, if you want to tune in, it's easy to find on YouTube.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. Like, you get Carrick in and Sesko is scoring goals now, and it just makes me think if Gyökeres was playing with Carrick right now, I think we'd see very similar. I think for me it's a bit of both. Like, I do put it down to majority of the way how we play. I mean, from the first game we saw of him, really, and what we've been seeing in more consistent level is the system clearly don't suit the guy, man. And I think that there was a bit of concerns with that anyway, coming into this team, and that's why a lot of people were talking about Sesko coming to Arsenal instead. But you know, he scored 8 goals in the Premier League. He's got 13 goals in all competitions. Gyökeres. I still think with the football we've got to play, with the Premier League, with the FA Cup, with the Champions League games in there as well, I still think Gyökeres somehow gets 20 goals in all competitions, right? Because he's on 13 right now.
I think I'll caveat that as well, because Gyökeres, I think in his last 7 or 8 games, he's scored, is it 6?
Yeah.
Is it 6 goals or is it 7?
I think it's 6. Pretty sure it's 6. Twice.
Yeah.
I think it's something.
In all competitions, I think 6 in his last 8 games, something like that. On some decent form as well. In a system that doesn't really suit him.
Maybe it's like an adaptation thing.
If he was
I think like the Sesko's young, new league. Gyökeres, I know, a bit more experience, but again, the Portuguese league is nowhere near the level of Premier League, so you wouldn't be expecting those sort of numbers.
Yeah.
I do agree with the Portuguese league not being the same, but strikers just need confidence. Like, I've watched a couple of Arsenal games and he does not look confident on the ball at all. Gyökeres.
No.
Like
he's a baller.
We had so I don't know your name, TBV show, Bayern Munich is this, but Rasmus Højlund last season looked like a semi-professional football player. The year before, with a different manager, he scored about 17 goals, I think. And I think sometimes managers, or the way they set up teams, make players look worse, because Rasmus lost confidence because he just wasn't getting the ball. It just is literally a passenger. But sorry for taking up time, Josh. I know you want to.
No. You're right. He's doing good at Napoli as well.
He's killing
Conte. Yeah.
So I was just thinking that when everybody looks at coaches and says coaches can get the best out of players, I think coaches can make players look useless. We had a manager for 14 months, and we probably get rid of Kobe Mainoo if we keep hammering. And I think Kobe Mainoo is, in my view, really top quality player.
Yeah.
And he's only 20. And according to Ruben Amorim, he wasn't able to play football in our team. And I just look at it thinking, if you had the wrong manager, it makes your players look worse. Like Rasmus Højlund was incapable. And to be honest, actually, under Carrick, every single player on the pitch looks better. And it doesn't. And I think people looked at our team a month ago and thought we're actually nowhere near good enough to do anything. And I think people are actually reevaluating. I just wonder whether with Arsenal, maybe if Arteta was replaced. I don't want to. Obviously, I'm not an Arsenal content creator, so I don't want to get involved in this. But I was just thinking, can you imagine you drop a manager in who does play attacking football and give them that platform of defensive quality you've got? I think you could be a dangerous team. Like a really dangerous
100%.
team.
Yeah, we literally have the players to like play with freedom, but he just doesn't.
But you got
He's too scared to
you got the
release the
defensive
handbrake.
stability that most teams would dream of. Like if we
Yeah.
had your back four and we had like gave them to Carrick, I think we'd be winning the league.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, like, this is what I'm saying. I'd literally take anyone with a CV. This is why, like, this flipping question keeps popping up in my mentions, which drives me insane. Oh, who you getting if you sack Arteta? And I'm like, literally just anyone with a CV, for Christ's sake. If Carrick can come in, who was sacked at Middlesbrough in a Man United team that, was depleted, let's be honest, and, register 4 wins in, 5 games, then surely, surely, a manager can come in, like, I don't know, Fabregas, for instance. He can come in, get a tune out of a lot of these players. And for certain, he would want to play with a striker.
That's the thing, though, isn't it, bro? He ain't leaving Como. Like, I know you were just using him as an example, but, like, who's really going to come in, though, at the same time? You know what I mean? Like,
what about when him the PSG coach? Would you take him, Rory?
Enrique.
Yeah, Luis Enrique is not going to be signing a new
he's not
contract.
going to leave PSG, though, is he?
But like, I'm thinking, Fabregas at some point will probably become our future manager. That's what I think, anyway.
Yeah, no, I understand.
But yeah, hold on, what's happened here? You guys still hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
I think I've just froze. Or was Rich
No, I
gone?
can hear you.
Mate,
I can hear you. Oh,
He's got to get it.
He's just dipped as well.
why is everyone's internet sucking ass today?
Oh.
Right. But yeah, big up to everybody. I'm sure Josh's going to be in here in a minute.
Yeah, always back.
What is going on?
Everyone's different. Like.
Three team is going crazy, man.
At least I'm not the only one.
What?
Yo. Well, I'm not. Me and Josh now. Yo, Lee, I will take over, bro.
What is going on?
No. Oh my days, man.
Yo, this is exactly like my stream a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, on your bod,
Jesus
man.
Christ.
Oh my
Bro, just don't touch anything else, yeah?
Oh. Oh my god. All right, rule back.
Do you know what I was going to say, Josh, before the internet crashes again? I was going to say the biggest problem you guys have got is that City will be better next season. That's the big problem.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know what happened then. I was just watching it on YouTube thinking,
What is going on, man? Oh my days.
Crazy. I'm happy to finish. I don't know. I've got no more stuff to say.
Yeah, nah, man. We might as well. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up because otherwise we're gonna go. Internet's gonna go. This restream's gonna mess up again. But yeah, Rich, great to see you again, man. And keep up the great work on your channel, bro. Honestly.
No worries. Cheers, Josh. Nice to meet everybody else on the panel as well. But big up to you guys.
Big up, man.
Liam, my guy, you got anything you want to shout out?
Yeah, man. The Blind View, the main channel, TVV show, second channel, podcast channel. But you know where to find me. I'm normally on Josh's chat anyway. But yeah, thank you for having me on as always, Maggie.
Anytime, my friend. Rory, bro, are you doing a reaction as well?
Yeah, just making the thumbnail at the moment.
Yeah, be creative.
In terms of
Your internet won't allow
this
you
weekend,
bro, will it?
Alien.
You what?
Your internet won't allow it.
No, I actually done it way before I came on here, so
Fair.
yeah, but yeah, in terms of the rest of the week, probably not much because I'm at the shitting Lake District, so yeah, that's gonna be fun. Brilliant.
Sorry, at the where? The Lake
At the bloody Lake District. It's shit.
You sound really excited, man.
Yeah, can't wait. signal there is just fuck. Oh god.
Blink twice if you need help.
Wait, are you going on the weekend?
Yes,
You
I
said?
need help. Euthanasia department. I need it ASAP.
Are you going on the weekend?
Yes, but only for a couple of days.
Oh, I hope you managed to watch the FA Cup game.
Yeah, I should do. But there's no signal at the Lake District. However, we should be staying at a cottage or something. I don't know. But I've been begging not to come all week. So,
Oh, damn.
like, please just let me stay at home.
Finally, Jay, mate, Jordan, big up, bro. Shout
Yeah,
yourself
we
out,
good,
man.
man. Well, yeah. Hard road to travel. A mighty long way to go. For me, man. Oh yeah, Red Talk is coming tomorrow with Tyrell episode 21. Me and Josh, our show is back tomorrow. Right, Rival Zone. Indeed, a new one, indeed. Then while we are taking on Brighton in the FA Cup on Saturday. Interested one. Indeed, yeah, guys, I'm on the road to 3K subscribers, man. So, yeah, man, up top, man. Indeed. So, yeah, I hope that we do not play like Fernand, like yesterday. Hope we can play like we used to play.
Nah.
Or else, this Fernand coach, Franz Fernand once more.
Yeah. Nah, bless everyone, man. Thank you all so much for watching. And yeah, we'll catch you guys for the weekend in the FA Cup. So big up everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evenings, guys. And